What do you do after a tail end of a hurricane hits?
We are a retired couple who sold everything and bought a boat, with the intention of living the dream in our later years.
You sit and you talk. Is that not right, David?
Yeah.
And what have we been talking about? Because winter's coming, you want winter projects.
Yeah.
There isn't that much left to do on a little, on Big Ava. So, what have you done?
Well, we put an offer on a boat, on a yacht, and it's been accepted.
And so, what have we done? We've agreed to purchase a yacht by the name of Baru. She's a Jouet 1040, so she's 10.4 metres, sloop rigged, motor sailor. So she has a little bit stronger engine, 50 horsepower engine, and there she is.
Dab it's on for little Ava.
So Janet's made it on board. The wheel is set really right to the back. And stand at the wheel.
I'm at it. I am. Does it sound bad? Smile.
So the lazarette it's a big lazarette. There's spare sails, it goes way back, an inverter underneath there, French plugs. So it's got a Raymarine autopilot, which is an ACU 100. It has a Garmin, and I can't make out the model, and that's the Garmin computer. Now we've got wind instruments and the auto helm tri-data. So internally, it has got a number, it's 4 steps to come down, which was one of the issues that Janet always has with yachts.
Janet has issues with steps, full stop.
Yeah.
Whether it's a yacht or not.
So there's an aft cabin, which is a sort of almost double. Up above there is the electric motor for the powered winch. So there's a hanging locker there, which is full of stuff. So a 3-burner hob, an oven, a gas, got a double sink, and then a fridge there. So one of the aspects and things that we're thinking of is removing that fridge and putting another fridge unit in, which might actually
It should fit in there because
go there.
I mean, I know they're the rubbish,
But they could go.
but we don't need 2. I'm sure we don't need, because this drawer is only tiny, so
Yeah.
it's almost pointless. These are just not very big, and there's 2.
This being a motor sailor has also got an inside helm. The throttle is missing somewhere, but
Oh no, he's taken it off because
And
the
he's
guy
put it-
kept hitting himself
Yeah.
with it.
we've got the nav station over there, a DSC radio, an ICOM. It's got a GPS shipmate, which as far as I can see just gives us GPS position, nav text. Yeah,
There. Oh, is that bit for a fridge, wasn't
that's
it?
all for the fridge. The compressor for the fridge is down underneath there. So that's all set up for the fridge. So it's a big fridge. It's the lid's naff. Okay.
Oh, it's non-alcoholic, Dave, you're alright.
Yeah, some beer. So it's got then, there's a seat there, Okay.
I like this idea though.
Something that needs tending to is that's the only bit of dampness I've felt on the boat there. All the interior carpeting wants changing, and probably insulating as well. So the switch panel, so it needs new V-berth mattresses, but everything is dry in here. In the heads it's got a Jack and Jill door, compact. It's a typical yacht heads with shower tray at the bottom, but you're not sat on the loo, you can stand up to shower. And it drains apparently into the bilge, so you have to put the bilge pump on. Looking into the saloon, the headlining's all been done. In the forward cabin it's a plastic headlining. So while Janet's in the heads, under the floor, so down here is all the water pumps, various tanks down to the bilge. The bilge is dry, all the wiring and cabling needs a tidy up, but that's typical on a boat. Down under this sole there's actually a petrol generator. Once a good tidy up, the bilge is again dry. The fun is going to be finding everything and what everything does.
So what do these two do?
Then we've got the battery compartment. There's 3 large batteries, very large batteries.
Janet's got her spot before David claims it.
There we go. There's a nice new hot water tank, so that's superb. So I've just put the battery monitor on, so it's showing 13 volts with just a 0.2 of an amp discharge, so that looks good. So down in the engine bay we've got, it's a normally aspirated Perkins 4.108. It's a little bit grubby on top, a little bit of surface rust, nothing bad. I'm told it runs very well. It's got a Buka sail drive. Now the sail drive was serviced 2 years ago. All new seals, gears, and most importantly the diaphragm. So that diaphragm was all new, so that's got a good 8 years life in it. It's had new engine mounts. It's had the oil filter moved to the back of the engine for ease of access. Now I am told there's a slight oil leak on that. And again, apart from being a wee bit grubby, she all looks very, very dry, which is superb. There's the Airtronic diesel heater. So, what is wrong with her? First of all, there's the mainsail winch there, that's electric. It's got in-boom furling, which is about 3-year-old. New sails, new foresail. The foresail winch is one either side. They are in good condition, fairly new. The 2 aft winches, I'm told, are not functioning, so they either want replacing or servicing. The bigger issue is how she looks. She's been painted and not very well, so that's the downside. That's top sides and the hull itself. As I'm coming past first lot of standing rigging, this was all renewed about 4 years ago, so again has got a good 10-11 years before it really needs anything, and it all looks in good order. I've looked at where the chain plate mountings are, and they are again looking good. The furler is not a modern one, but again that's okay, it's in good order. It's got 2 whisper poles, we've got additional sails, we've got a spinnaker and another genoa. And so this is where, yeah, there's a seal gone there. So it's all external work. The Dodger is in good order, that's an additional item. How it's been integrated, maybe just wants a good clean up, but the wood is in pretty good order, wants a varnish. And again, as we can see on the top, it's been painted. There's actually 3 solar panels. They're functioning and they're keeping the batteries topped up while she's stood doing nothing, so again that's great. So she's set up for single-handed sailing, everything from back to the cockpit, so which is ideal for us.
I have got a little book with a little list.
So where are we with buying Barrow? Well, what's got to happen is the current owner is going to lift it, put new anodes on the sail drive for us. We just need to inspect the rudder. The rudder has a problem, hence further reduction. This was picked up at its last survey and the current owner's been very honest about it. It's got a dead spot, and we just need to investigate that. More than likely it'll mean that we have to do some repairs on the rudder. But we've agreed to buy. We'll complete the purchase once he's arranged the lift and washed the bottom off and put the anodes on. So, exciting times. Are we going to sell Ava Grace? No. The plan is probably we will keep both boats. Hopefully we will sail Barrow next year around Scotland, and then come back to Hartlepool, and we'll make a decision as to what we're going to do, whether we're going to then resell Barrow or do something different. Who knows? Time will tell. Right. It's exciting.